Hello and welcome to Jordan United Church of Christ with me, your favorite pastor. Our time is valuable. Ephesians 5:6 says to make good use of our time, and we're all busy. But you may have seen a story late last year about Amanda Ramirez, a Florida woman who decided to sue Kraft Foods for Velveeta shells and cheese, which on the label says should take just 3.5 minutes to put together. She brought a lawsuit against Kraft Foods for $5 million for the inconvenience, since the estimate does not include how long it takes to complete the other steps. That is, opening the sauce packet, adding the water, and stirring. Now, how did Kraft respond to this class action lawsuit? As frivolous and quote, will strongly defend against the allegations. But the woman Ramirez claims her case is serious because customers pay a price premium for cooking time, and she was misled with the purchase. That's just crazy, isn't it? You know, now after the holidays, I'm thinking about some things which I would wish, if I were able to wish it true, that people would help out. Members and friends of the church, all of you, might help out. Things that I think are important, but no one is taking full responsibility for them. For example, it would be wonderful to have a board game night here at the church. Many of us enjoy board games over the holidays. We had some time to play some board games. We've done it in the past. I just need someone to organize it, and then we'd all bring something along for that night. Maybe as we go into the warmer weather, having some events at the Circle of Fire. Maybe a hot dog roast. It's been a couple of years. I think it was Pat Yost who organized, she called it a doggy roast, or marshmallows. We have a beautiful fire pit, well maintained in our Peace Garden, but we don't use it very often. Or just the upkeep on the Peace Garden. Right now there's really no one who is taking full responsibility for the Peace Garden. The Scouts have some Eagle projects coming up this year. We've hired a part-time groundskeeper, but there's plenty of areas in which we'd like your help, particularly in the spring. In the meantime, there's lots of projects inside and outside the church that can be done even over the colder months into the winter and early spring. There's some small painting and some other jobs to be done. It would be easy for some of you who have a great deal of talent to offer that, but you need to offer it. Or how about before we go out to our outdoor worship area at the Harding Chapel, the chancel area is really in need of either being refinished or probably rebuilt. The boards are starting to show a lot of wear and tear. Some of you are extremely good at carpentry. It would be an easy job to do. We have electric right there for saws and drills and so on and so forth. Is that something that God might be calling you to? Or, you know, we've talked for years about having more events at our pavilion and our band shell, and particularly some Christian concerts. There's some local Christian groups that I'd love to be able to host here, take an offering, and then open up our pavilion for refreshments. Those are just some of the things that weigh heavy on my mind that I'd love for someone to step forward and say, you know, I'll be able to give you some time and lead that effort and make a difference in the life of our church. Speaking about responsibilities and making a difference, I want to make a personal invitation to each of you to join with us this coming Saturday, which is January the 14th, from 10 to about noon in our social hall. We're going to be having a vision meeting, not to talk about like broad issues, but narrowly to set some goals for 2023 as we approach our annual meeting at the end of the month. And you know, we have an opening on our pastoral staff for a part-time associate pastor, and we're working on the job description. And I'd like to have some input from all of you. So whether you're on our Strategic Vision Council, whether you're on our consistory and other leadership roles, or you just feel like you have some skin in the game to make sure that Jordan remains strong in the year ahead, I'd like you to come out for that, 10 to about noon in our social hall. Finally, I just want to read one passage from 1 Peter 4, verse 10. This is about the use of gifts. He writes, as each has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's various grace. Each of us has a gift which God has given us. And all that God is asking us to do is to use it to serve one another. You can do it here through the church. Some of you do a lot in the community as well. I know you want to make good use of your time. I'm going to challenge you in this new year of 2023 to invest more of it here at Jordan, where love is what we do. I'll see you on Sunday.